Good. Have a good day. You're dismissed. Goodbye. Happy Sunday. Once again, I'm back with another video. And for the reason that we are here today is because we have an individual that come out, and he's an awesome guy in our community that we know. He does really good work in the community. They call audit them, and he was basically thinking that he was the first guy that let's see, I didn't share the entire screen, and then we'll get audio there. Good. All right. He was in the impression that he was the first auditor that has ever released or put a officer under citizen's arrest. He called it a special arrest under the laws of, I think it's Illinois. And trust me, this guy is he's great at what he does, and I learn off of him as well as he learns off of me. And we know that how important we are to each other in this community. But I want to play this so you guys can hear it, and I'm kind of responding to the 1A community on this because I think a lot of people forgot about it, and I found the law that backs it up. So that's why I'm going to go with it. But this is what made me do this.
The video from when I arrested, when I put the employees under private person arrest. Press the number 1 real quick if you guys remember me telling you that story when I put.
So I was in his chat when I heard this, and I'm like, wait a minute, I don't know if he knows that Wolvy did this or not, you know? So I let it go on, and I started to say, well, I disagree with him on that because I was the one that come out. I was the first one in this community that I seen, and there might be somebody else, but I haven't seen it yet. And this is how we learn who actually did it and what they got accomplished out of it. And they are still considered under that arrest until the statute of limitations is over, because we can still file it and get it done. And now that I have a law on it, because I've been studying and getting and using that degree I got, that I forgot so much of it, man, because when I got electrocuted, I've been reiterating things in my mind and thinking, yeah, well, now I remember, and running that concurrent along with all these consecutive things that I have learned, and I'm like, oh yeah, that and this, yeah. So I've been able to connect the dots on these things, and it's just awesome how the brain works. And thank God I got my brain back a little, from being fried. I got fried, guys. I am a victim of an electrocution. 13.2 thousand volts going through me, killing me a few times, having to go through rehab, learning how to walk, learning how to talk. I was in a wheelchair for many years, and I still am in the wheelchair, but not as much. But this is not about that story. This is about rising above it and learning how to come back in the community and helping people and teaching them their constitutional rights. And this is what we do together, guys. We learn by each other, and we do our best, right? Right, guys? So while we're doing that, and as these ignorant people that want to make buttholes out of themselves continue to put false narratives out and use YouTube as a scratching post to get their back scratched, and don't return a favor and ostracize each other. And you got major bullies out here doing their thing, thinking it's okay. Well, I'm here to tell you there's a voice out here, and there are people that are willing to put their necks out like I have, and I do have support. Thank God that I have support, and I am not going to ever forget who supported me. And the people I disagree with, the same thing. They support me as well. So I don't agree with everybody and who they are and what they're trying to get accomplished, but they do have a First Amendment right to disseminate the things that they see in front of them on their channels. And that is what we want to do. We want people to come in. We want people to get their own channels and start disseminating this information and helping each other grow their channels. And usually this is like a fourth or fifth step into it coming to this channel, because I get you. It's a step to the bigger channels that all know me across the world. So what we do together, I just pray and hope that people won't look at this, that are in this community, that have problems with me or think that I have problems with them. Let's not do this. Let's stop this crap and move forward and support one another and show each other. And I'm gonna go on with this video so you guys can see this, or what made me do this video.
3 employees under private person arrest. Press the number 1 right now.
See, even in his chat, he had like 80, 90 people up in there, and a lot of them wasn't participating for some reason.
All right, we got a couple ones in here. Anyhow,
and he did that a couple times.
That video is a game changer. That video is a game changer. Jen, hello there, Jen. Game changer, and I'm telling you right now, flat and early, it is a game changer. However, I will be releasing. We need more ones in here before.
See that? He's not getting the support that he needs. Before I go on, I want to welcome people that are in my chat today. I appreciate you being in here. Thank you for being a supporter. Starting with H. Clay, appreciate you. Jonathan, love you, brother. Nevin, what's up? Lemmy, it's always good to see you. Deba Princess, I don't know if I'm saying that right. Brent, Bruce, Gordon, John Eagle, and the rest of you that are coming in, welcome, and stay tuned, because we really need to pay attention to this and bring more attention to what's going on. So let's let this video play out of mine here, because this is my screen recording that I took, because he thought that he was the only one that did this.
All right, tell me what ones. We got 80 people watching and 92 thumbs up. There's no reason for you guys not to put the number 1s all the way through the strip. Now, the first time ever, if it was already produced, send me the link. Show me who did it.
That would be me.
I put 3 employees under private person arrest. All right, we got a couple ones. Let's continue.
You see how they wasn't participating? That happens a lot to really good guys that share. So I'm going to go ahead and bring that back down and tell you this is why I'm doing what I'm doing. I'm showing you this because there is a lot of people that don't see these things, and when they think they're not there. It just goes to show a lack of presence, or maybe people think that because a lot of people chase clout out here, and they probably should be chasing clout, because they probably should be understanding that this is a story. When you turn it on to channel 2, 4, 7, or whatever news that you watch, you can't just go and interrupt and tell them things. So you talk to the TV. You'd be talking to yourself, because the millions of people are not going to stop and listen to you. And it's only a one-way communication. And even though that I want to pour more information but I do want to hear the feedback. I love my subscribers. I love people that come in that want to see what our self-worth is. We do have a voice, and we can use it. So I want to share with you the citizen's arrest that I made that is still good to this day. There's a 5-year statute limitations on it. And I say this to anybody that is paying attention, understand this right now, that the under Michigan compiled law, individuals with constitutional rights have the right to arrest a private citizen under 764.16, section 16, that states a private person may make an arrest in the following conditions. A, if a felony is committed in the private person's presence. Now, I'm going to show you this so you can see it for yourself, okay? Let's just bring that up real quick. As you see, Michigan legislator, this is the compiled law, 764 .16, arrest by private person situations. 16, a private person may make an arrest in the following situations. A, for a felony committed in the presence of the private person's presence. Okay. So we all know that in Title 18, 241 and 242 is a federal law, and we know it's a felony and it carries up to life in prison as a floater in the state of Michigan and in the United States. And also it carries the death penalty, considering what kind of kidnapping there was and how people got hurt. I was kidnapped. I got my stuff stolen for a fake ass ticket that it's not even in the system, ladies and gentlemen. Not even in the system. And we see this, and moving forward to that video, I'm just going to fast forward it. That day, there's 2 videos that I have on this. All right. This is the first one we did a mass audit on, when there's like 8 of us that actually went back. And this is the day we redressed like 9 different departments in the city of Detroit. And we gave them hell. And this is the day we did that to the 36th district as well. So we started off with this right here. As you know, this is always my intent. Don't that's publicly accessible. That's a handicap there. I need to get up there. That's the only police officers I think some people were already obstructing me. So, all right, I got the commands there. All right, chat, here we go, y'all. Y'all ready? Give me a 1 if you're ready. I had to go around. Let's go in. Let's see.
How can I help you? I came to get my mace. It's over here at the fourth precinct. Yeah. They did. They just told us after they arrested us to take our mace up here. Okay.
So in this video right here, you got Freaking Media, Eyes on Corruption, MCC, Veterans Affairs. We had several different, I think, Rotten Apples, Uncovering America. There's a few of us.
Who is he? MCC.
Hello.
Who's this guy? This is Rotten Apples. Okay. Okay, Rotten Apples. I didn't know you. What's up, brother?
You have a police report number?
call? No, they didn't. I don't have. Do you have the police report number? I don't.
Well, that's probably, I want the whole thing. I want that police report too, because I'm a victim.
Oh, I'm gonna shut this off.
So he's giving them all a heads up that we're here. He's like, there was already some comments being made over here about it. I don't know if it was in this one or the last one. It's kind of crazy. How you doing? Pretty good, thank you.
Normal temperature.
Incident number 2107140348.
Can we get a copy of that too?
You have to go to this location here. Who's it?
That's
2875 West Grand Boulevard to pick up copies of reports, and that's the record section. I give copies of reports.
That was the city county building, guys. Just to let you guys know, that day, if you guys remember, those of you that can't go back that far, that's when one of those people put their hands on us and they put their hands on me, and I actually got so loud, because somebody put their left hand on me. I'm in a wheelchair, okay, and I'm holding the camera, and then I got somebody that puts their hand on me trying to stop my ingress. Okay. And that's very physical when you put your hands on me. If you put your hand, I stand up and I fight back. Okay. And I started to do that. And I guess MCC was taking that wrong. He was like, calm down, you're going to get arrested. And, people thought that there was a little discrepancy there, but it wasn't. It was just chaotic. These people made it impossible for us to exhaust our remedies in a proper way, and they're not getting away with it. I'm telling you, I still have a year to take care of business here, and I am not going to let this go. I know that somebody's going to get a conscience, and I've been working on them. And there's another guy that goes to my mom's church that's been looking into this, and he's been telling me, yeah, but I don't trust anybody. I, as far as I'm concerned, even friends, I had an attorney that I am 3-0 with. You hear me? 3-0. That means I have won 3 times and I've lost 0 with him. And he said he doesn't go into federal court, but he sent it to his boys downtown that he gets along with, and they didn't want to touch it for some reason. They wanted to charge me this outrageous price when it's clear cut, dry facts that MCC, freaking media, Eyes on Corruption, and Wolverine transparency was fully violated. Our First Amendment was violated. Our Fourth Amendment was violated. Our Fifth Amendment was violated. Our 14th Amendment was violated. Hell, I end up having a medical emergency because of it, because they stole my truck, they stole my wheelchair, they separated me from my legs. And something was happening to me in my head. I don't know what it was. I don't know if it was sickness. My right eye, I lost vision, and I could not remember half of the things if I didn't have the record for it. And I was explaining to him, I'm like, I was basically the one doing the cop watch on them 3 because they were parked on the property, right? And I'm like, hey, you didn't see me, you seen them. Why am I sitting here? So I'm coming from that point of view where 21 LEOs seen and put freaking copies, and you can ask MCC that's in here right now. How much was that, brother? Did they want to charge you? I think it was $2,400 for that. Wasn't that correct? Was that not $2,400 to get that package of a transparency on that? Just let me know in the chat here. So I'm just gonna and keep Oh, we got somebody from Mexico. What's up? What's up? What's up? Good to see you. Are you talking about the Gamera Powell citizens arrest? I know you already know what I'm talking about. I just put the MCL in there for it. Let's see. Go blue. That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right. Yes. Okay. So it costs that much. $2,400. What's up, Oklahoma? Welcome, welcome, welcome. He said $2,400 for that package deal, and we're like, no, man, we can't. We ain't gonna pay that much for that. You know, these people are a bunch of pieces of crap. You know. What's he said? Fuck the cheating Wolverines. Go Buckeye. I knew you had to let politics F up your game, bro. Sorry to tell you, Frank, but you lost, and just be a good loser. You know what I'm saying? Clay, still talking about that $500 million. Get it done. For shout. Welcome, bro. Anyway, so I'm going to let this play on because there's a lot in here.
Absolutely.
Thank you. I definitely want that.
Where we gotta go, is that the Coleman Young building?
No, that's at West Grand Boulevard and the lot right next door to McDonald's.
Oh, okay.
Thank you, sir.
Which was the Coleman Young.
Oh,
We ended up going to the Coleman Young building.
Yes, our property was undamaged.
So far, I mean, we don't know yet. My insurance company is going to file a redemption fund through the state of Michigan because I have to give that back to them, and they have to. The Detroit PD will pay for that way. So I'm not worried about my phone. The phone that I have now, it's no big deal. So I'm sure that there's damage done to my phone because I don't trust these people. Hey, what's going on, y'all? I'm about to ask a question. We need to ask the sergeant Rios
So
we can put him under citizen.
So I wanted to bring Sergeant Reyes up.
Yeah, good luck with that.
No, you don't want.
I don't think that's gonna go anywhere.
You don't think that's going to go anywhere? But
Well, see that was Freakin's opinion at the time, and it still is, and that is why he's a totally separate man than I am. And I got the law again right here to prove it that we do have the authority to do so. And even though it's not going to go anywhere, if somebody decided to do something with it, you know, because it is election time, this is when they start making examples out of people. This is when they start getting people's attention. This is the perfect time to push this forward. We might be able to do it, my friend, MCC. We might be able to do it, my friend. But anyway, here we go. Let's go back to this. And I'm going to let this play for the very simple fact that it has been done before, and Wolvy's the one that did it.
I'm going to try it anyway. Okay.
Well, I'm here at the fourth precinct myself, supporting the Michigan crew. We've got a little bit of transparency here. Media, corruption.
I'm going to forward
Right
this a
when
little
they
bit.
pulled me over and Sergeant Rios here.
Here we go. So I go along with
Haven't seen
my narrative because my narrative, everybody, he wanted his mace, you know, and you know, Freakin has been through this before. He started a couple years before me, so he had more experience in this. I had more lawful experience because I knew that there was a law in the books that backed me up, especially in MCL.
Okay, what about the lieutenant? Is he? What was that lieutenant's name?
There was a lieutenant on the scene.
Yeah, but you're not the lieutenant that was on the scene.
Oh, yeah, I remember. Okay.
I actually need to place both Sergeant Rios and that lieutenant under citizen's arrest because we're coming, because they violated my rights. They violated my Fourth Amendment right when they pulled me over and stole my property and stole the property that I'm retaining today. There's a chain of custody that proves that they have committed a crime. They did it live on YouTube. They laughed at me. They made fun of my a lot of officials behind the chain of custody, quote unquote, called me a fat motherfucker with the one arm. I'm very upset that just the people in the community are very upset, and I want to place them under citizen's arrest, sir.
So
And if
anyway,
you could-
well, let's fast forward just a little bit where we actually get the captain that comes down. The freaking and them guys, they argue over there. That's their business, doing whatever they're doing. So I fast forward it to when the captain come down the stairs and let's see if this is it right here.
No.
All right, here's the captain coming down the stairs.
There we go. See, you can't be barking orders like that. What's going on, man? Who are you?
I am the captain here.
Are you the captain?
Yeah, I am.
Okay, my name is Adam. Okay. And I am here to serve a citizen's arrest on 2 of your officers.
Oh, really?
Yes.
So I want you guys to pay attention to this. This right here is a learning factor where we can learn as they come down with smiles, pretend, there's a casual conversation going, right? There's something really going, and then you hear him admit to something. Like he didn't know what was going on, and then all of a sudden he did, and then he didn't, right? So he said, "Oh, I know very well the chain of custody," right? Because he's the captain, right? But he said he didn't know nothing about the situation, and he didn't watch it. His credibility went out the window, and that's how that rolls. And I want to show you guys it. This is why you always record these piles of crap.
And it needs to be done because they violated my rights. They stole my truck. They stole my wheelchair. Yes, sir. That's what happens when you violate somebody's rights under the color of law and you steal their stuff. That's called kidnapping. And the people were watching. My video went viral because it caught all your employees.
By the way, that video right now has 2.3 million views to it. You guys want to go see it on Lackluster? For sure.
Quote unquote, saying the fat motherfucker, ha ha ha, with the fat motherfucker with the one arm, ha ha, all in your custody when you stole my phone from me. It was live.
Pay attention right here. I want everybody to pay attention right here. This is where we get an omission. Listen to it.
And it went live for 6 hours, and it caught all that disdain. It caught every bit of it.
Tell me that was our officers doing
Yeah, oh, definitely. I got the chain. I got the chain of custody right here. You want to see it?
Oh, I know the chain of custody.
Oh, oh, yo, you hear that? You hear that? Oh, I know the chain of custody. You know why he knows the chain of custody? Because he's the captain. He knows the whole situation, and he's perpetrating a fraud like he doesn't. See what I'm saying? These people are professional liars, and they are what we've been saying they are. They are not who they say they are, ladies and gentlemen. They aren't. They are not your friends. People that are not committing crimes. I haven't committed a crime in 30 fucking years. And the dumb stuff that I did do, somebody pulled a gun on me and I took care of my business. So if you was in my shoes, you would have did the same thing. So don't judge me. And they have a law out right now that would have gave me a trophy if I actually did it today, protecting myself, because I don't have any duty to retreat, and I have the right to defend myself if somebody pulled a gun on me for absolutely no reason while I was in my house, nowhere else to run. 780.972 Michigan MCL says so. And this is why I got a paralegal degree. So when I went to prison, I said, I'm never coming back to this place again because of that very fact. And I want you guys to hear this omission, man. Listen to it and listen to it good. Listen to these criminals.
Are you the captain?
Yeah, I am.
Okay, my name is Adam. Okay. And I am here to serve a citizen's arrest on 2 of your officers.
Oh, really?
Yes. And it needs to be done because they violated my rights. They stole my truck. They stole my wheelchair.
Hold your truck.
Yes, sir. That's what happens when you violate somebody's rights under the color of law and you steal their stuff. That's called kidnapping. And the people were watching. My video went viral because
everybody knows if you go to 241 and 242, it specifically talks about those things in kidnapping. Okay, if there's kidnapping involved. If the officer kidnapped somebody, that means they took them without a warrant or probable cause that they committed a crime. We didn't commit a crime. They violated those rights, guys. Stole my truck, stole people's freedom, violated our first, fourth, fifth due process as well, and 14th Amendment. Put handcuffs on those guys, put them in I end up having a medical emergency, but I was still cuffed to a bed with 2 officers at my side at all times.
Caught all your employees, quote unquote, saying the fat motherfucker, ha ha ha, with the fat motherfucker with the one arm, ha ha, all in your custody when you stole my phone from me. It was live and it went live for 6 hours and it caught all that disdain. It caught every bit of it.
Tell me that was our officers
Yeah, oh, definitely.
Are you guys just listen to him? Listen to him very close. This is where he manipulates that lie.
I got the chain of custody.
This is where the corrosive tactic comes in.
Right here. You want to see it?
Oh, I know the chain.
Oh, do you?
Oh, if you know the chain of custody, why you saying, oh, you know that was our officers? If you know the chain of custody, you know it's your officers. Why would you ask me that question? Because he's gaslighting me, making me think that I'm fucking crazy when he knows the whole thing and he knows it's their fault. They still want to project that crap. We were in there for 16 hours. Like, there you go. I was dead nuts on. He said it right after I seen it. Right after, look at that, 16 hours in effing prison. They was in they put them in a correctional facility, ladies and gentlemen. For sure. That's crazy. It's crazy.
So are you a conspiracy to it?
Conspiracy.
You see this, guys? Listen, he just admitted it. I got it live. He knows because it says it never went to them. So it was to the 4th precinct. You guys had it. You just admitted it.
Say again?
Did you hear the recording yourself?
I have not.
Oh, you don't know what you just admitted to. You don't know what you just admitted
He
to.
just said he knew the chain of custody.
If I was you, I'd go seek an attorney because I'm coming after you too. You're complicit. That's not fine. We're telling you that's not fine, sir.
Think that their qualified immunity will protect them.
Your qualified immunity's gone. You just got rid of it because you just admitted it. He's the captain. He said he was aware that his officers had our stuff. And he said they did nothing wrong, and there was nothing there.
Really?
Yeah, and
Well, they broke the chain of custody when they gave our phones to Great Lakes Water.
Okay.
And then on the chain of custody letter, it never even states Great Lake had our property.
I'm not going to discuss any
Right.
chains.
I wouldn't either if I was you. You already admitted it on live on YouTube. I got hundreds of people watching.
They basically, read him his rights right there. I would advise you to go get an attorney.
You want to give me your name and badge number?
I don't have a badge number because I'm the commanding officer.
You're a commander? Okay. Do you want to hear my complaint? Okay. Can we come over here?
Oh, we can stand right here.
Oh, there's right here, right where the deportation line is.
Yeah, this is good right here.
All right. I'm unarmed.
Commander
See
Gardner.
this? I'm unarmed. There's nothing on me. You can flick me and I'll fall over. Okay?
So this is Commander Gardner. So I want to appease her, the bootlicking or the / officer safety crap. And I think I said Green in here. It's Gardner. Forgive me. I was wrong. I will correct that.
Hospice patient in palliative care, and I was arrested illegally, detained illegally, detained out of your jurisdiction. I was never detained on site. I never once trespassed, never once. And you guys dropped the charges yesterday because you knew it. And that's why you're giving me my property back. And that officer that's on that ticket, I will be serving her pretty notice. 83.
Excuse me.
Under the color of law.
I didn't break the law. I didn't break the law.
Yeah, you're dismissed, man. Go on. Can I make my formal complaint to the boss here, please? Please? No, I'm talking to him. You, the captain.
Yeah, see, a lot of people, and they have their little egos, and un, fortunately for me, I know how to keep it under wraps because he was arguing with the guy that just admitted that he was a piece of crap and that he knew that he's seen the chain of custody. He knew that he violated every one of our rights, and he was complicit to it because he's covering it up. He's trying to say he doesn't know anything about it. He's trying to bring himself out of it. Okay, guys?
Yeah, so these people right now that we're talking about are officers. They wear badges, and they literally came to a site, 9300 Jefferson, and accused us of something that we didn't do. And it was I went live 5 minutes before I even got there. Okay, so we were live. I never once trespassed. Nobody ever trespassed me, and then they arrested me for trespassing. They started to arrest them. I got in my truck. I said, I better. In my mind, I'm sitting here saying, I need to go get bond money for these guys. And then I said out loud that I need to go talk to my attorney. Okay, so the problem that we have here is that you have a Sergeant Reyes, I forget his name. What's his name, Sergeant? Sergeant Reyes, that detained me out of his jurisdiction, detained me and then arrested me for an unlawful crime. And I want him to be, I am here to place a citizen's arrest, and I want him to surrender his badge and his weapon to you until you guys investigate him, because there's an 83 going on him real soon. And I'm going to do this myself because the Constitution allows me to do this, man.
Yes, and then, I understand.
And those of you that don't understand what I just said, let me show you that we don't just have United States law on this. We actually have Michigan legislative law on this that gives me that authority. Under 764.16, arrest by private person in situations. A private person may make an arrest in the following situations: for a felony committed in the presence of a person. I seen it. All four of us seen these officers make this and violate this big gigantic law called Title 18 241-242, conspiracy against rights and to violate the rights. So therefore it's there. We know it's there. I'm going to move on because there's the law on it. You can't argue something that people say it's not true. You've just been debunked if you're one of those people. If you're not one of those people, and if you want to learn off of Wolvy, stay tuned.
In regards to some of our officers, the process for that would be you can file a complaint through our office, and what we do is it goes to the office of the investigative office, and what they do is they're going to do an investigation because it's no longer done in-house. It's done out of the office of the chief investigator. They'll be more than happy to take the complaint because you have a right to have that complaint investigated. And then what they do is they will interview you, they will call you, get your information, any information that you could provide, the officers that you felt violated your rights or felt did something unjust. And what they will do is in turn do the investigation. They will bring in the officers, have those officers provide statements for them. They'll have a series of questions that those officers will have to answer. And then once they have completed that investigation, they will always forward that information. They will let you know what will happen with those officers, if there should be something, if it's proper action, if it's suspension, termination.
Now, I want to interrupt her for a second. Mike V-Dog, you're absolutely right. I believe that this commander was being honest with me. I believe this commander seen the bull crap. I think that, and I heard that she was a member of a society of Christians that seen this, that seen them make fun of me, that knew our church, because I happen to go to an an African American church that has a U.S. ambassador as a pastor that knows her very well. So the issue here, and what she ended up retiring. I don't know if she retired over this. She don't want nothing to do with it. She cleaned her hands. I don't know what it was, but it falls into another person's hands. But she was saying what she thought was right, because there is a committee that is picked by the community, and that they are over the board of professional standards. The problem with this, what we learned in this whole thing, is that these people that they're picking, we just found out, MCC and I found out later, as we continue to investigate these things, we found out later that the board is picked by the mayor, by prosecutors, by city officials, and they're all bootlickers. You understand? They're all bootlickers, ladies and gentlemen. So how in the hell are we going to get any redress or any relief through that? How the hell are we going to get through that exhausting remedy? That remedy, if that remedy is corrupt. To this day, I mean, I'm telling you, this should be over for all four of us. This should be well over $1 million for what they did, because they put them in a correctional facility and had me chained up in a hospital. Okay. And it made me go through they stole my property, separated me from my legs. Legally, I'm supposed to be in my wheelchair. You're not supposed to take me out of my wheelchair. I didn't commit a crime, remember? So I'm just checking out some things in here. All right, cool. Anyway, yeah, I told you guys, do definitely share each other's if you guys are auditors and redress journalists and that backup journalists, definitely share your stuff. And this is what we are about. We are a community that shares each other's information on networking, where we can hold these people accountable. Ladies and gentlemen, here we go.
They will let you know what those are. So that's what I would suggest for you to do,
Okay.
is file that complaint so that it can properly be investigated, okay?
Hey, y'all, check this out. You are absolutely right in what you just said, Rotten Apples. All right. Now check this out. I am here for another purpose.
Okay.
I have the right to place any officer that violated my rights under citizen's arrest.
Okay.
And I'm here to place him under arrest. All right. That's what we're here for. And if you're not going to do it, then we'll get people here to do it.
Okay.
If you're going to,
Well, see, and I'm sure freaking learned. He was so upset. It's in the background. If one of us are coming, we're not united in what we're doing. I'm just going to point this out, the elephant in the room. When we're not on one mind and one accord, that hurts us. Just to let you know, he didn't do that on purpose. It's just that he knows he had no faith in the system, and I see that. But if you're going to do something in redress, you got to stick together, ladies and gentlemen, no matter what the outcome you think may be, in the negative or in the derogatory.
you're going to obstruct, you need to bring him down here. He needs to stand in front of the people, and he needs to be arrested in front of the people. We're not waiting for your investigation, because you know what? We're not George.
There is a video. There's not an alleged video. There's a video, a 6-hour video of nothing but law-breaking, disdain, disrespectful, corrupt police officers showing their disdain for the public and cracking jokes on people of handicaps. I'm not just talking about me. I'm talking about if you make fun of me, you're making fun of the whole handicapped community. Get that through your head. And if you don't understand that, you must be an ableist. And if you don't know what an ableist is, it's pretty damn close to a racist.
George Floyd, okay? We're not George Floyd playing me. We are alive. We happened, and he needs to be arrested in front of the people. We're not waiting for your investigation, because you know what? We're not George Floyd, Okay.
You're
We're not
entitled
George
to
Floyd
that.
family. We are alive. I happened to stay alive this time. So I'm not gonna die before I get justice, because I am dying. And I want justice, and I want you to place him on administrative leave.
I'm going to be honest with you. The day that we got arrested on the 14th of June of 2021, or was it July? That day, that morning, we were supposed to meet up, and we were supposed to all be together the whole day. They ended up doing 2 audits without me because I was at my doctor's office getting some real bad news, telling me had about 7 months to live that day. So I had a lot going on. And thank God I lived past my expiration date, but I'm still going through hell. And I bring it the attention not to me but to the people that go through hell, and the strength and the courage that we have. We could stand in the face of adversity and tell these people, even while going through your personal hell, that you can do this. We don't have to put up with this crap. And who do you think you are? You work for me. I don't work for you. You got a code of conduct. I don't. You have a bargain agreement. I don't. You filed an oath of office stating that you would never hurt me, and you hurt me.
Because he's a liability to the taxpayers. He's a liability to the public. Anybody that violates somebody. And you know what, ma'am? If you go back and look at the video, it went viral. It's all over the world. Okay. And the problem is, this is the problem. Let me catch my breath.
X, I'm sorry, I can't see you, X. I don't know how to do it. I asked several people, and I can't do it. So sorry, I can't see you, and I want us all, listen to me, man. I want us all to get along, people. Those of you that have beefs out there, I want you to clean it up. If I'm on my way out, my dying wishes, I want people to come together, put this petty bullcrap aside, and come together and do it in unity. Don't do it in grudge. Don't do it because it's an obligation. Do it because you're a human being and you make mistakes and people's forgiven you. Why can't you forgive other people? Moving forward, ladies and gentlemen.
Just 20 minutes before he arrested me, I let him know that I cannot be what you think I am. You can flick me and I fall over. I am harmless, and photography is not a crime. And I'm here for the First Amendment, the very first law to the Constitution of the United States of America. The very first law, sir. The very first law. All right? And I'm not going to let nobody put me into position, and I'm not going to allow nobody.
Exactly.
Exactly.
I'm glad somebody else is paying attention to Commander Gardner's her body language and everything that she is displaying. H. Clay, you know it. She's seen it. Just look at her expression. You damn Skippy, she's seen it.
I'm not showboating for nobody.
You completed the form. Okay, excellent.
I have weeks to live. Okay, and I need justice.
I don't know what something happened to the video there. This is just
Under
YouTube.
You tell him that he is under citizen's arrest. He needs to be known. And anybody complicit to it is under citizen's arrest. And we'll find out who they are. And that should be your investigation. You should find out, as the commanding officer of this building, you should find out who was making fun.
See, I think that right there is their board of trustees that sit up on the panel over the oversight of their community that's on the citizens board.
Fun of me. I'm not trying to be nasty when I say this. They said them words. Does anybody have a real clip? Does anybody have their phone not going? Can somebody bring up a clip? Hey, go to Lackluster. Please go to Lackluster.
So one of the guys here actually does do this for her, and we get to see her expression.
Disdain for the public,
Implicit
bias, racial slurs. Oh, ma'am, it was all that. And you know what?
Well, it all ended when.
That's my vets stand behind me too. I serve my vets. I'm a peer mentor for vets.
And listen to this. People were trolling me so bad. They try to say that was stolen valor. No, I am a peer mentor for vets. I serve vets at their pleasure, at my pleasure. Excuse me.
I give to the community. If anything, a police officer saved my life. I am not anti-cop, ma'am. Yeah, it's that one right there. Go ahead and hand it to her and let her watch it. It's only 8 minutes long.
That one's 18.
Falsely summoning a police officer.
It is crazy.
Well, it's not false police report.
Did you see that video?
Jumped up to a felony.
You may go to the recording.
No, just go ahead.
See, everybody was talking in the background. It did not help. But that's the way it goes when you have a mass audit and everybody has an opinion. It's not organized. We just walked up in there. Our anxiety was sky high. So forgive everybody that wasn't looking like they were being respectful. It wasn't that they wasn't being respectful. It was just that their anxiety was way too high. And this is the only redress we've had since that day. And a couple months has went, or I think like 3 or 4 weeks has went by. And we're like, we're not letting this go.
Correctional facility. Trespassers in Ryan Correctional Facility. They put you guys in Ryan.
Yeah.
Yeah, they put us in prison, is what they did. They didn't.
See, their captain's like, what?
This is important right here.
They really.
Let her hear this, and we need to see her reaction.
He's still being arrested at the time.
Now listen to that.
Is that one?
Let it keep going.
So how many devices is that? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 devices.
That's on the scene.
They openly admit.
Let her put it closer to her ear that way.
So, yeah, and then they waited on the tow truck, but we're clear as far as us. Yep, they went to jail. Yeah, they chased him down and got him on the other side, but he can't breathe, so the EMS on his side.
Yeah.
I know it gets better. He only had one arm.
Boom. Now look at her expression.
Just staying. Now keep listening.
It gets better. He only had one arm. Really? By a public servant that serves the community?
Okay, so maybe if y'all can
You can hear the sergeant in the background keying up on his way downtown.
That's a sergeant saying that.
You're dummy number 1, you're number 2, you're dummy number 3.
There you go. Here calling us dummy number 1, dummy number 2, dummy number 3. Okay.
It's confession by
But they say
projection.
they do this on purpose. I was trying to figure out, like, what's the purpose? I like
We were on a sidewalk when they told us to get off the sidewalk.
You know those news agencies, they would pay big money for
hell yeah.
And they're gonna too, because I'm gonna release it real soon, unless I know that you're gonna do something about it.
I wanted to sue these people before I did release this, but
He almost never fucking comes. You know, so it's like,
it's on us.
it's on us.
There's only so much.
Here's where they admit that we wasn't on their property. Listen.
Here, and they be like, fuck you. And then
see that? You guys hear the omission? Listen to the omission. Listen to what she says. As they're both sergeants. Excuse me. The guy with her is a sergeant, and she is a lieutenant. Okay, and remember that this is a property that has sovereignty under the governor's board that gave them the police commission that they have. Okay, so their commanding officer is IMCO certified, and the rest of them work under there. So they are all under the oath, regardless if they took one or not.
Almost never come.
You listen to this.
You know, so it's like,
DPD almost never comes. Listen,
It's on us.
it's on us.
it's on us.
There's only so much.
Here's where they admit that we wasn't on their property. Listen.
Here. And they be like, fuck you. And that's it.
And you just stand there looking stupid.
Right. You can't, you're standing there looking stupid because we're not on the property. We never went on their property, ladies and gentlemen. Never, ever.
And I think that's what they thought was gonna happen. So that's why I told the sergeant, like, thankful that you guys came, because I don't know how much we can do. Which goes back to, our position.
Yeah, she
If
knows.
they were able to cross that line, like
Hear
right
it?
over past the gate, like, all right, now let's go.
Hear that? They just admitted that.
There
we
you
didn't.
go.
You guys arrested us. That's a Fourth Amendment. They just admitted it.
So there you go. You could see her expression. She knows that they're wrong. She knows that everything that their officers did was in violation of the law, and there needs to be some help. There needs to be some accountability for this, ladies and gentlemen. This when I was a little guy that had, you see that the Streamlabs, this is when I only had like 300 subscribers,
Have them arrested, no
And that's
investigation.
why I say, when we have situations like this, that's why you would file your complaint with the Office of the Chief Investigator.
But I want you to hold.
Fully investigate.
Please listen. Let her listen. These are your people after this because they give them to them. Now listen. Listen to your people now.
Seven devices, 5 cell phones in the
You
county.
go over there and arrest them. They're not sworn officer members. They're not imposed officers. They're employees of the city.
Yeah, but their chief is, and again, somebody that don't know the law as well as I do is speaking in the background, which they can't help it. Okay, guys, they just can't help themselves because they want to be a part of the solution, and sometimes they end up being a part of the problem. This is why you need to stand behind people that you trust, that that will speak for you, that will speak for themselves, and take your time getting this out. We were all rookies at this. I was, but I wasn't a rookie at the law. I got my degree. These guys, none of these guys do, but they have more street experience as far as recording police and watching them commit the crimes that they do in the public right on the camera. And they redress them right on the camera at the spot forthwith.
Yeah, but they're not sworn
Okay,
officers. by
so it's different a little bit.
Right, they don't have police authority.
They do not have police
All
authority.
right, man. People just
She needs to hear this, y'all. Hear that? Hear that?
they're making fun of the fat guy with one arm. He tried to get away. Now look at her expression.
Talking about me.
The phone call that you hear in the background, ladies and gentlemen, that's on that recording is Sergeant Sneller or whatever his name is, telling the other sergeant that they are live on YouTube, and that is when they shut up. Listen to this.
That's at your police station.
This looks like it's still on scene.
No.
it's- that froze.
That it froze because
Oh,
they
okay,
took it.
gotcha.
They tried to turn it off and it didn't turn off because I have a
Which is the prior restraint violation.
hell of a phone. I have a code that you have to turn off before you turn it off.
So, yeah, so again,
On.
This shit was like free stewardess tonight, I'm telling you, this shit was powerful. That motherfucker red got arrested. Red blood got tied.
The only thing that's funny is that it amuses you. That's the only thing funny. It's not funny to me. It might be funny to the rest of everybody, but it's not funny to me. I'll tell you that right now. None of this was funny because y'all are doing that at my expense. You're doing that on me and the handicapped people's expense. You're doing that on people that that would be the equivalence of making fun of slavery because of things that was funny back in the day when they were gaslighting them and doing and trolling people that were slaves. That would be Mike. That would be Mike V-Dog. That would be the equivalent of that. And that ain't so funny because you know what they would do to you if you did, right? They would ostracize you and you might end up losing your life over something that you think that was funny that everybody else that didn't, that was in slavery at the time, huh? Yeah. I'm just saying it's not funny. And people need to take it more serious. And that is why we have tyrants. Everybody's an effing tyrant, ladies and gentlemen. And this is the way America has went morally bankrupt. That is what made him say what he just said. I want to put that down. I want to put that down for the record because I'm not trying to pick on him. I'm not trying to make him feel bad. I'm not trying to do none of that. I'm not trying to troll him. I'm trying to point out this is what's wrong. If you and I are tyrant and tyrannical enough to think that this is funny, we got a problem. How can we hold our people accountable? I'm going to tell you how. Because they got a code of conduct. That is the difference between us and them. Since Mike is so-called right, that's the difference.
That's in the intake of the 4th precinct. Okay.
And there's more right after that.
Yeah, there's more after that. Here. How did they handcuff the one eye?
How would they handcuff a one-armed guy? You hear that? I start laughing more about it.
And then they still, even when the police got there, they still, the one guy, he just all up in their face off and hit the camera, he started taking pictures and videos, and doing too much, like, okay, he wanted to, you know how that white privilege goes.
Here we go. Here's the racial slur. Here's the racial slur right here.
There's the racial slurs. Oh, yeah. That's reverse.
You're telling me that was my privilege of getting, let me see, chased down, forced under duress into a car to have a panic attack where I lost my vision in my right eye. I'm on palliative care, taking my legs from me legally because I'm legally and lawfully, listen to me, lawfully handicapped by the government. The government handicapped me and paid over, you know what? I'm not going there. But I'm telling you that it's all lawful on my end, and I have done nothing to break the law. And when I ever did, I paid the price for it. And if they're going to give prices out that when people commit crimes, then Sergeant Reyes and that female that arrested me, that was her name was on the freaking ticket. She needs to go to jail. We did. Why don't they?
First racism, man.
I'm proud to be based at the river. I'm proud to be Asian citizen.
Yeah, so what, again, with these situations is we ask that you do your investigation. It looks like my officers have taken your information. They will forward that to the office of the chief investigator. And because with that being froze, we have to identify all parties that are involved in that.
Yep.
And we will do a proper investigation. In this
No,
matter.
they did not. By the way, they have not did a proper investigation because of the way people are thinking. In this day and age, people are thinking like this. Even though it did piss you off, Mike, it still don't matter. This is the reality. At the end of the day, nobody's going to come and help this handicapped guy. You need to be my voice. All of you. Where is it? Lackluster. What did he gets paid thousands of dollars for a video. So, Jeff, which Tyrant Hunter, NC Tyrant Hunter did a video on it, gets thousands of dollars. Where's the redress? Why ain't he pressing? Instead, they all fell out with me and made fun of me. Pushed my buttons, came back, did all kinds of really bad stuff to this channel. And I'm leaving that for later because people have taken me for granted, and that's fine. I'm good with it because I know karma's a mother. No, I want to hear every word she has to say.
We'll definitely have that investigated. So trust and believe it will be investigated. Because I understand with this chief and any chief of a major city such as ours, we don't tolerate
that. Chief was a good chief, and that's why he was running for governor. And the cancel culture shut him down. Cancel culture shut him down. Literally shut him down. Audit them, my brother. Hey, what's up? I just wanted to let you know I did one of those. And because you did asking out there, what was that? I did a whole video for you and all this, the auditing community. Wolvy was the first one to do that. And I rarely take credit for anything out here. And this was my video. This was my rear end, and I suffered. And I still am suffering over this. I still haven't recuperated. I still have post-traumatic stress. I still have people that still do this about it. People won't stop. And they have put me into the ground. The only thing they haven't did is put this gravestone up on top. They haven't. And, you know, and that's fine. I'm good with it. I'm tough. I can handle this, right? But I'm only one man. And I was going to ask you if you would do me a simple favor because you're the master at what you do. Audit them. Will you get Taylor Police, Michigan? I need the bond company for Andrew Borg and Sergeant Cox and G Gates. I need their bonding company because I already had an investigation done. The sergeant got fired. G Gates got a reprimand, and Andrew Borg was set down by the prosecutor's office, and they took him off a telegraph and put him in the back of the bus over there off a side street that's 35 miles an hour. He sits there and patrols the midsection where there's nothing happening. So just to let you know, I need help there. If you would do that for me, you know how to do that. You can rewind and listen. And if you could get that information, you'd be helping the A1 community out, because you know the difference between the insurance companies and the law is that the insurance companies have arbitrators. I am 3-0 with arbitrators. My attorneys are really good with arbitrators, and we will put the video, submit that as Exhibit A, and we will show them where they violated our rights. And that is why the specific is in bond to pay out if they violated my rights. So that will be the admission of guilt, because I know it'll pay out. Whether it's 1,000, whether it's 10,000, whether it's 20,000, I don't care. I want it, and I want that admission of guilt so we can put that 83 in and then move forward. Thank you. I'm going to continue to play this video.
Misconduct.
Love you, brother. And if you don't, does he have a wrench? He better have a wrench up in here. I'm going to continue to play this video. Love you, brother. Let me make sure that's him. Does he have a wrench? He better have a wrench. Yeah, that's him. I'm going to continue to play this video. All right. Yeah, that's definitely him. You guys go subscribe to Audit Them. He's an awesome guy. And he works pretty hard for sure. There you go, brother. You can put your links in and stuff. Appreciate you.Moving on, brother. This is a pretty long video.
So it will be investigated, okay? And that's one of the reasons why we had it go outside and not within our agency. We moved from that several years back, and that's why OCI handles them now, so that people will
Who's OCI?
feel Office of the Chief Investigator.
Okay. which don't mean nothing. It don't mean nothing, man. Audit them, man. They honestly, they charged me and MCC. They were trying to charge us $2,400 to get, and that's with us being indigent. $2,400 to get that information. That is a big story. If anybody got that and put that out, I think Lackluster should have got all that stuff, because there's so much evidence that they have in supplemental reports to where they lied, and there was 21 LEOs that put supplemental reports to the 24th officer that actually wrote the tickets on us. They lied, manipulated us, and my video still lives, but I took it down a long time ago, and I probably should have kept it up. I would probably have 200,000 or 300,000 subscribers. That was my fault. That was my mistake. But at the meantime, back at the ranch, we know it's up. We know it's there. I was told to take it down by specific attorneys at the time, because they didn't want that evidence and we know that the ticket that they have was fake. It's not even in their system. It's a 1985 form, and we have all this factual evidence against them that they could have done something at the scene. It's exculpatory evidence. That's what they call it. Okay. And all this would come out in discovery, and we wouldn't even make it past maybe the second pretrial if we was to charge these guys, because they would take deals. They're just under color of law.
That way,
it's the mob, y'all. I'm going to tell you what the truth is. The Blue Line mob, and a lot of people back them up. That's the truth. That is the truth, ladies and gentlemen. This is mob. This is tribal behavior. We'll investigate ourselves and we'll let them go. It's bull crap. So that's where they said they were taking this stuff. She said OCI on there. Didn't you hear her? She said, we're taking this to the OCI.
No, I think it was the FBI.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Did she say that?
Yeah,
Okay,
so
all right.
task force and the FBI,
Yeah.
Because,
Yep.
domestic terrorism
So
is just like
again,
associated with cameras.
the
All right.
investigation is moving forward.
Yeah, VHS,
They
like,
will
there's no
contact you.
information
So
about
if you
developed
get
Well,
a
it's
weird
just
number,
it's pretty
because sometimes
simple.
it looks like telemarketing.
Audit him. At Taylor, Michigan, 48180. That's their zip code in the state of Michigan. I just need to know their bonding company. That's it. However you do it, work your magic, my brother. If you can work your magic, work your magic. I would appreciate it very much.
All right.
But make sure that you answer so that they can get your statements and things like that.
Okay. I also want the lady that my ticket has been is done. It's over with. I want her brought. Martinez. Her name was Officer Martinez, and I wanted her placed under. I wanted her badge, and I wanted to see Sergeant Reyes and this lady have their badges turned into their commander, because at this time their chief was a really good chief, and Identity Politics took him out. Somebody must have went live because people are disappearing. Up on charges for deprivation of rights under the color of law. I want her. I also want to place her under citizen's arrest. Her name was Brenda Hernandez. She's the one that wrote the false and erroneous ticket. And I was in the hospital, man.
Yeah, and that's what the chief investigators, they will make their recommendations on next steps.
Yeah.
So again,
That's the
that
bogus
all,
ticket book.
we have to allow that investigation to go through that process, okay?
That's the bogus ticket book there.
This
See
is the
it?
ticket they gave us. Now on.
That is a 1985 form. You know the forms that they give us now that print out? The ticket was a 1985 form. That's what my attorney told me it was.
his ticket, and his ticket, she wrote 9401.
Which is across the
correct
street.
address, which is where we was, not at this address. This address has the fence around it with the signs on it, and that clearly says no trespassing.
Yeah,
What-
and these
what-
tickets
which address
have
is that,
been,
bro?
as you stated, were they,
Well, I spoke with Detective Torres here, and he informed me that there were no charges here.
okay,
He alluded to the
Felony
fact that there were no, that he was looking into felony trespass.
Yeah, they were trying to charge us with a felony.
Charges on us, and that he found no culpability and there were no charges. He said, as far as the ticket goes, it most likely is going to have to play its way through the justice system, and Officer Hernandez is going to have to go before the judge and inform the judge that we no longer have a complaint and we can't follow through with this. Is how I understand it to be happening.
Either way, they're guilty.
okay, so
Doesn't
it
matter.
sounds like we're moving in the right direction.
Right.
But like I said, just please make sure that you keep your phones by you and answer the call, because it may not come up with their actual.
Right, it'd be a 313 area code, but then like a 9999999, yeah.
Yeah, but I've even seen all zeros, but they have not called. They have not called at all. I want to also inform you, ma'am, with all due respect.
Thank you. What's your
You're
name, guys,
welcome.
number?
I'm Commander Gardner. I don't have a badge.
Okay, Commander
Yep.
Gardner.
Mhm.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yes,
You have
you're
a wonderful
welcome.
day.
You're welcome. You do. You too. Thank you.
I just wanted to make clear that when you do find these people, you guys really need to put it up on a wall up in here. I was so serious, ladies and gentlemen. I was in my feels. All right. You see that wall behind her? See this wall over here? There's nothing on it. I imagined a wall of shame. Instead of giving me millions of dollars of taxpayer money, I would have taken the actual I would have took like a couple $1,000s, and that wall be put a blue line wall of tyranny with one of their blue line flags with a circle around it and a red mark through it that says, here's what happens to people that come in the name of trust in this division, and we will not, the people of the city of Detroit will not tolerate this type of disdain, and literally put the memorabilia of that up on that wall. That is how we stop this stuff. You ostracize the crap out of it. You don't let it repeat itself. But it keeps repeating itself because people want to have a sense of humor with pain and suffering for some reason. It's funny stuff. I don't think it's funny anymore. I'd have never thought it was funny. And as you can know, freaking media never thought it was funny. But you know what? He swung that way because everybody else did. It paid well. Because if you guys do it, I'm gonna have city council do it. We're gonna put a wall up in here, never to forget. A wall of shame for officers that violate the law and violate people's rights under the Declaration of Rights. And we seriously need police officers to come in and out and look up on that wall so they won't forget, even when they're coming out on duty and when they're coming back in. And they get to go home and rest their thing, knowing that they upheld their oath. And you know what? There's about 20 officers out there that didn't uphold their oath, and they seen it. That was my point. 21 LE officers, including the gang unit in the 4th precinct, watched this happen. Even though I was being a smartass, because I was outside the line, I was calling them out for her despicable behavior because she was trying to give me a directive. You guys understand that? When somebody is giving you a false directive and they continue to do it, you don't think that that's rude? You don't think that that's obnoxious? To tell me to stop doing something that I never did? Tell me to do something that you never seen me do? To stop doing it? To give me a directive that the so-called landowners didn't even tell me at the time? Let alone them. You see, that's the point I'm talking about. The city of Detroit owns that corner. the city of Detroit owned that property. That's why it was open to the public. Everything else, there was a fence around that. The city and the state owns that property back there, because the governor has appointed a board that gives them that authority for the water authority. Okay, that is where they clean our water, guys, for the suburb Detroit, the east side, and many parts of Michigan, including past Oakland County and all the way down to the Ohio line, because it's sucked right straight out of Lake Erie here. So again, guys, I just want to say that this is serious to me. And there is something we can do. We could find somebody. If you could find somebody that knows what they're doing, that would work with me and help me, heck, you could dictate what I'll say. And I'll tell you what we can copy and paste a few of these things, and I'll pay that $495 fee. But first, I want to get a admission of guilt from their insurance companies, because their insurance companies is going to see an unrefutable video of them violating their bond. That pays out. And that is what they do. Insurance companies pay out. They do it every day, all day. Okay? They either pay out or they don't. Hey, if you guys are not a member of this channel, regardless if you're subscribed or not, I'd appreciate it if you would become a member. It's only $1. It ain't gonna hurt nothing. Maybe I'll get more involved in putting stuff out there, but in the meantime, back at the ranch, we need to stick together, guys, together. Okay. And people that laugh at this and say, this is full of crap, that are in this community, shame on them. As they collect thousands of dollars a day off of people's videos, off of the content that people have sent them. A bare minimum they could do is to continue to do videos on people that haven't got justice. Freaking media, Eyes on Corruption, MCC, they didn't get no justice for this. We did not get no justice. They put them in a correctional facility, ladies and gentlemen. We deserve justice. And if you look at that lady, look at the look on her face. She looks very serious. She took it serious, but she no longer works there. You know why? Look at this. This is what took her place. When we went back up in there, they have had their minds made up. I wanted to see how far they went, because nobody was answering the phone downtown. Nobody was willing to give us an update on what was going on. So this is the second redress, right? When we went up in there, ladies and gentlemen, this was the second redress. I'm going to show you. Let me find it, and I'll show you a little bit of that so that you'll understand what happened down there in this awful, disgusting ran city where people don't give a crap about nobody but themselves. And when you have that type of disdain, can you imagine the 23,000 people in that area? Can you imagine how they feel? You know dang well that these people are not getting the service that they deserve in the city of Detroit, in this precinct. So let me find that second redress. Boy, even the second redress is old. It's going on 1.5 years, 2 years old. The good old blue line. Let me see if I can find it real quick so we can. So yeah, it was after that. See, and this right here. Let me show you parts of this right here. This right here was even more. This was why we went to the 36th District Court. If I'm going to put this story together, I might as well tell it right. Boy, it's getting hot in here. We went to the 36th District right here to redress these people.
15111 West Parkway, one.
Prior restraint. I'm filing. Oh, watch. That's prior restraint. That's against the law. That's against the law, Lieutenant. Lieutenant, that's against the law.
You got in the fucking bank.
Get a job?
It's also yours, but see, you.
I just want to tell you, look at all these people that are out on the sidewalk on our dime, disrespecting us. Do you see all this disdain? We didn't stop there. We went all the way. Brett, I have no ill intent. I'm on my sidewalk. This tyrant come out here and tell what they're paying. You touch me again, I can protect myself. She's got her hand on her gun, and she's dealing with a guy that's handicapped, that's only got one hand, and in the one hand is a camera, right? So why is she there? Why all the security? Why all the show of force? Because they're intimidating us. They have loaded guns against people with cameras. That is why we were all there.
I am not a threat to nobody. I don't care what you do. What are you going to do? 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 What are you going to do?
I really appreciate it.
What are you going to do?
Again, this is when Wolvy puts himself at risk. Again, Wolvy does this. I forgot about this. This is the third time that I'm in police officers' faces. Responding to their threats and their intimidation.
That's what I thought.
Not a problem. I'll try to help you out.
Touching people.
All right, so this is the 36th District Court, and this is where the judges come out. All right. So, anyways, just to show you, at the end of this, we got a captain that comes out, and actually Captain Connor right here did an awesome job and made all those public workers go back in the building and clean the sidewalk up.
If you go on, and this is there's a big scandal that's going to come out of this, all right? My video went live.
Okay, see you later.
Okay. So you didn't flood out?
Is it Facebook or YouTube?
Look it up. A lot of people-
No, not this, not this.
Look, I'm looking even better
Not
because I got
this.
fat after COVID.
So you like water?
Check it out. What we're down here was to get our paper back. And they rescinded the arrest. They did everything.
I lost you.
You know the arrest that he was just telling you about? So, yeah, a lot of these cops are pretending like they don't know what's going on. But the captain, I had to let him know what's going on. Guess what? We cleared that sidewalk. The captain got them all out of there. See that?
What you just did is
we got the police to actually come out and take care of that. Okay, so they did that well, and Captain Connor gets his props for that one. Now moving on to the second redress at the 4th precinct. The second redress at the 4th precinct. This right here is why it's important that you record all your public employees, because they will continue to act this way with impunity. You know, they don't care, ladies and gentlemen. If you don't care about certain things, what makes you think that they're going to care? And they get paid to care. They get paid to take care of this. They get paid to serve us. It's just that simple. Here we go, guys. See this? We go back up in here. MCC and I think it's Eyes. I'm not sure if freaking media is with us. I think he was either, if he wasn't with us, he was on on a case. Yeah, it's just me and MCC. So I'm thinking I'm going to get Commander Gardner, right? They said the commander's coming down. The same old people on that board. I don't know if that's the city hall. I don't know if that's the council. Need to get more council people in that, isn't it? Board of the Policemen's Commissioners. There it is. Yep. That's what I'm talking about. All these people right here. What you're seeing, they were all picked by prosecutors, judges, attorneys for the city. You know what I'm saying? City commissioners, all those. They were all they're all bootlickers. Every one of them. They protect the police because they still have not gotten back to us. I was literally told by an attorney that said, "You want me to be real with you? You're too white and your buddies are know-it-alls." So you can go and violate people's rights because I have an identity because your identity politics continue to create this fake privilege that if I had a privilege, then why don't I have millions of dollars for this? Or why did it happen to begin with? Right? I obviously don't have the privilege, right? But yet that is what was thrown in my face. White Bell, let's see, Cedric, Bana, let's see. What was the names? Damn it, what's the name? Annie Holt. Okay. What's that one? Jesus M. Mendoza, whatever. I can't see it.
I believe that's like a civilian.
So, anyways, yeah, that's a civilian board that's supposed to be taking care of us. That's supposed to be watching our backs. And they were already acting smartasses with MCC right here.
I mean, technically, if I can see it, I can record it, but I'm not trying to. Yeah.
Hi, are you the commander of this precinct? My name's Adam. This is he's MCC and I'm Wolvering Transparency. And last year, the 14th, it was actually a year and 3 days ago. We were illegally detained, illegally arrested. I was kidnapped. What do you need from me, sir?
You hear that right away? Right away. What do you guys think of that? What do you need from me, sir? What do you guys think of that? That response immediately. What do you guys think of that right there? I want to know from public opinion right now. Tell me what you think about this. Tell me right now, right here. Tell me what you think of this.
We were illegally detained, illegally arrested. I was kidnapped. What do you need from me, sir? So immediately when I started to go to the things that, you know how they gaslight charges on people, immediately when I start to articulate the crimes that they commit, he didn't want to hear that. He didn't want to hear that. That's not what he was hearing. What do you need from me? So he goes passive aggressive. What do you guys think? 2.2 million Wolverine views can't be wrong. Yeah, that's 2.2 million views on my video that was viral. So anyway, there was a lot of public comments in there. But Detroit don't care because look at the way they're acting. They don't care. You're gonna enter. Can you let me finish?
I'm asking you what you need.
Well, first you got to let me explain to you.
Okay,
I've heard what you said. What do
Oh, you didn't hear anything I said.
you need from me?
Okay, this is why we record you, because number one, you don't talk to me like that. You don't talk to me like that.
You don't talk to me like that.
You're not my supervisor.
Talk to me. How am I talking to you guys? Where did I go wrong? Here, let's go back to that conversation again. Where did I go wrong? Listen very close. You hear me? I'm in a good mood. I'm like da dee dee dee.
Right there.
Dee 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 dee. Right. Boom boom boom. Do 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 do. Right. Annual Memorial Tribute. Honor, courage. Let's get some. They're gonna start that crap. Yeah, that's why that 83's got to go in on these people. So I guess they were being idiots to
even know
him.
that.
I'm trying to get past that.
This precinct.
Here we go. Here we
My name's
go.
Adam.
Let's go.
This
Let's go
is-
back to this again. All right, that's it.
I'm not trying.
All right. 10:59.
Hi, are you the commander of this precinct?
So, hi. Are you the commander of this precinct? Let's if we have to do it word by word, let's do it. Because I don't understand what I said that would trigger him or to make him waste the time. And remember, it's only been 4 seconds. Ready?
My name's Adam. This is he's MCC and I'm Wolverine Transparency. And last year, the 14th, that was actually a year and 3 days ago. We were illegally detained, illegally arrested. I was kidnapped.
What do you need from me, sir?
Right there. He interrupted me as I was telling him what I needed.
Are you going to enter? Can you let me finish?
I'm asking you what you need from
Well,
me.
first you got to let me explain to you.
Okay, I've heard what you said. What do you need?
What did you hear? See the gaslighting? See, he's trying to take control of this conversation. He wants me to talk to him like garbage. So that way it gives him the opportunity to walk away and do what they do best. Gaslight, plan, pitch, take, deny. Plan, pitch, take, deny. Can you say it? Wolvy original. Plan, pitch, take, deny. That is what conspiracy is all about when they violate 241 of deprivation of rights under the color of law, which makes him in color of law.
From me.
Jay Serta.
Okay, this is why we record you, because number one, you don't talk to me like that. You don't talk to me like that.
So what did I do? Somebody want to tell me what I did? Anybody want to tell me where was I being disrespectful when I was stating my concerns and what I was trying to get accomplished? Crickets. Yeah, we all know. We all know I didn't do anything wrong. We all know that I didn't hurt his feelings. We all know that I didn't say anything disrespectful, right? Right?
You're not my supervisor.
Hey, don't you raise your voice to me,
You
or
just-
you'll be put outside.
What are you going to do? What are you
I'll
going to
put
do?
you
You see, there again. There's the 4th time. See, there's 4 times I put my face in their face and say, "What are you going to do?" See, I get into their face, and they don't do nothing to me when I do this because I know I'm right. I'm not playing games. I'm not out circle jerking in a parking lot, talking fat man crap, filling my bottle full of gin, stealing oranges all over the place, laughing at everybody, and disrespecting old people.
outside.
Go on, put me outside. Violate my First Amendment. See what happens to you.
I'm not violating.
Yeah,
your
you
First-
are. This is
You
called
don't
prior
get to raise your
restraint.
voice to me
You don't
either.
get to talk to your boss the way you're doing right now, because
What-
we
what
are
do you
your
want, sir?
boss.
What do you want? You're
Number
What
one,
do you mean, what do I want?
he was called. He just called him out his name and called him a piece of shit. So that goes to show you how disdainful you people really are.
What are
And
you talking about?
what just happened 5 minutes ago, and
This is clearly going to show I come in peace. I didn't want no confrontation at all.
Oh, I'm welcome in peace. I'm welcome in peace when he continues to interrupt me as I'm trying to tell him what my business is.
Would you want to reset? I'll tell you what, I'll give you a second to reset. This is why I record you.
I'm gonna give you one last chance. Tell me what you
You see that? He's trying to stay in control of something that he's not in control of. That right there is called narcissistic oppression. He is a narcissistic oppressor, ladies and gentlemen. Anybody that puts their weight behind this, you are a tyrannical Orwellian totalitarian statist. And when you put yourself behind him, he becomes the authoritarian.
You're going to give me what?
tell me what you need, or
I could stay here all day because my business is prior restraint. What you're doing right now is prior restraint. Yeah,
Whatever. See that?
I know it's a
This is their 2-star. This is their 2-star. This is what they're acting like. You guys want to enable that? Keep it going.
say what?
Wait, back to blue until it happens to you.
You don't care about my rights? Is that what you're saying? No, you didn't. What you're doing is you said, what do you want? You interrupted me, and then you had disdain for me, and then you disrespected me. That's what you did, Commander. Yeah.
See, they got rid of that. They got rid of that chief that held that pieces of crap like that accountable. Okay. That chief, I think his name was Chief Craig. That guy was awesome for the city of Detroit. And he's the one that kept everything real, took people's complaints, filed motions against people, and literally fired bad police officers for doing bad things.
You won't make me. I promise you that. None of these officers won't do it. They won't do it. Go on and do it. You'll violate my rights. You won't make me. I promise you that. None of these officers interrupted me, and then you had disdain for me, and then you disrespected me. That's what you did, Commander. Yeah, you won't make me. I promise you that. None of these officers won't do it. They won't do it. Go on and do it. You'll violate my rights, and I'll put the 83 on you. Man.
You see, everybody has this hidden agenda inside their head that it's okay if they do it to me. It's okay to gaslight me. It's okay to talk crap to me. It's okay to slap me up my side of my face. But it's not okay when I start talking back, when I start putting things in place, when I start to articulate and disseminate the things that are being done at the present time that it's being done. If people don't see this, what is going to make them? There's a reason why I don't have 1,500 people or 1,600 people watching my live streams right now, because most people that come into people's lives like that are a culture of people that are ableist, trolls, and racists. I'm telling you, I know what I'm talking about, man. YouTube continues to do what they're doing to me because they know I'm telling the truth in cancel culture. I'm being honest. I'm not lying. I'll never, ever, ever bring violence against police officers that are supposed to be out there upholding our rights. I don't want to do that. I'm not anti-cop. I'm anti-bad cop. I can't stand bad police officers. This is bad policing, and we're tired of it. We're tired of it, ladies and gentlemen. And they keep it going. They don't stop it.
I know. That's what they do. Let's see, we the people, this is our building. No, I want them to hear me. This is our building. That's called gaslighting, ladies and gentlemen. That's gaslighting. What?
Anyway, so, this is where I have a disconnect with some of these people that don't understand what they do while they're doing it, just because I'm a little louder than the average person, or I don't have as much status as the person you're with. Come on, let's talk about the elephant in the room. That's ableism, man. Hey, I forgive everybody. Okay? I forgive them. It's all good. Moving on. There's a greater good here. And if we come together, we could do this. It can work. But it can only work if you put aside your selfish prejudices. Okay? And the disdain that you have. If you don't respect something, maybe you need to go into submission. Maybe, just maybe, you might need to know what the definition of submission is. Submission is doing the right thing, knowing the right thing, bringing yourself under somebody that's doing something right that you know that is wrong, and you don't like them and you disagree with them, but you know for the greater good that you're going to bring yourself down and put yourself under somebody that you disagree with. That is the definition of submission. People need to submit to the facts. I believe the Democrats called that atoning, if I'm not mistaken, with the little guilt trips of identity politics. Let's use that. Atone. Start atoning for your behavior out there. Just because I'm a little loud? What? I'm a little shaped different from you? There's no way that I can be in the position of knowing how to disseminate and articulate the facts of people that are acting as narcissists. Do you know the word narcotic is taken out and put into the word of narcissism? Because there's something in narcotics and narcissism that run concurrent, and that's selfishness, self-righteous, and you don't care about nobody else. That is where that comes from. Just a little Wolverine initiative there to look at something else and open your mind, because this is what's going on. But people don't care, and that's okay. That's okay. Maybe one day you will. Anyway, I'm gonna stop this very long live stream. I haven't done one like this in a long time. With a lot of facts, people can't handle it. You know, and I say to those people that can't handle it, do your best, do better. You could always do better. There's always time to change. There's always time to make a difference. There's always time to atone. It's never too late to change. And you can always strive to be a better person. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong, everybody. Tell me where I'm wrong if I'm wrong. I'm listening. My ears are open. I'm watching my chat. Everybody, I have not yet, nobody in my chat yet in the past hour and a half has not said anything disdainful to me. I want everybody that's in here, I want them to be shown. I want people to show how they come in, give me a heads up or a heads down, whatever. $2,400 that was, they wanted to charge us. You know, I know what I'm doing. And if people would stand behind me and trust me and do, if we was to start our own, I'm thinking about starting the backstaging of this. So we'll be more professional about this and start the Discord. I'm thinking about having somebody create my Discord for me. And when we get on Discord, we could share anything, and there's nothing improper on that. We could do what needs to be done and say the things that need to be said. And we definitely don't have to put up with people that do not want to see it from a point of coming together. And why are you there if you're not agreeing? If you're not agreeing with the people that you're talking to, or in this community, while as a mods come together and do this themselves. They do it all the time. That is, how do you think these channels got so big? It's a scam for one thing. It's that triangle thing where the smaller guys that bring their little guys with them end up attached to them, and YouTube will let them know every time they come. That's right. That's how that rolls, guys. I just want to put everybody on the record in this video. God knows we're not all here forever. There's a time and a place for everything, right? And I could appreciate anybody and everybody that comes in that says their piece. You know what I'm saying? They come in, they share their stuff, they share their opinions, and they move on. Because other people go live, and a lot of people are out here on YouTube all day long. Me, sometimes I'll stay out here maybe an hour or two a day, and I'm gone. You know, I got other things I need to do. Got a life to live. I definitely got to see my kids and my grandchildren soon. Just putting everybody on the record, just making sure that I didn't. Yep. A lot of comments in here. A lot of people sharing. Had some bigger channels come up in here. MCC, freaking media. Audit them. What do you need help? It sounds like it is your lawyer who can help you. Well, number one is public opinion is everything, Mr. Frederickson. Okay? The help is to stand and avoid, because there's a vacuum here. Okay? What has happened since then? A good chief got put aside. A new chief has been put in order, and all these bootlickers fill these positions, and they ignore the people that are trying to make change, and they stop it. Just like when Israel was about to make peace with the Arab nations, the head of the Arab nations, they didn't want that to happen. So they invaded them and killed 2,400 freaking people, slaughtered them. And then hide behind people, the citizens of Gaza, because they haven't had an election since 2006. 17 years later, they're still fighting over stuff, talking about the reason why they came over that border is because it was unoccupied. They said it's an occupied territory. No, it ain't. There's a line that separates the two states that they agreed to. But they're from the river to the sea. They're talking about the annihilation of Israel. Yeah. You're exactly right. Right with you saying that was pretty evil. That's what they did to you. Okay. Is it? Is it? Is it really though? I can't see X Bootlicker. Where's my phone? Excuse me. maybe if I was to go here. I'm sorry, ex bootlicker. I don't understand why YouTube does not give us the ability to, if you know, my fat fingers and how I did it. I don't know how it was done, but um it is what it is. So switch accounts, go here. Switch accounts, go here. Switch accounts, go here. Oh, stop it. So that's not happening either. So okay. Ex bootlicker, go to Wolverine Cop Watch and say hi. Would you please? You could exactly know what you're saying. Yep, yep, yep. Go there and say hi real quick before I end this. Go to Wolverine Cop Watch. See that? Yo, yo, what up, doe? I should be able to see you on here. I don't know. It is what it is. There you go. I see you. I see you there. So it obviously it is. I don't understand it, bro. You're a mod, so on that channel, I could see you. There, I just seen you again. It's not YouTube. Mm-hmm. I wonder if see on YouTube or Wolverine Transparency didn't come up at all. Whatever, it don't matter. So we see these things, guys. Okay. And I wouldn't be surprised. It might be YouTube. It might be YouTube just saying to hell with everybody. It might be letting people in and out. It might be messing with you. Heck, they might have found a way to troll us. You know? And by the way, her name is Commander Gardner. Commander Gardner. Yep, yep, yep. Gardner. Gardner. There. That should have changed it. Oh man, are you serious? Is it too much? The stream must be scheduled. What? I've already did all that, so I don't understand it. Whatever. It is what it is. But hey man, know this, and know this is coming from Wolverine's heart. I love the Constitution. I love the things that we have the ability to change. We have the ability to be better people. We have the ability to understand the things that sometimes we need to put aside. Things that would normally piss you off or might be a nuisance to you. After all, when we're out there pushing the envelope on these police officers, we piss them off too. But as you know, Houston v. Hill tells them that they have to keep that professional patriotism up at all times in the face of adversity. And it tells them that they have to use this restraint necessary to show that the peace officer that they signed up to be has to be exhibited at all times, no matter what. That is more important than anything. Y'all, if you haven't hit that like button, hit that like button. And I'm sorry, I'm not as good as the rest of these people that call themselves big channels, that do things that you might like more than I do. I'm sorry that I don't sound like them or that we're not on the same page. I don't know what it is, but I'll tell you this. I put my selfish biases away every time because I know the greater good in what we're doing. And it's important to do and to behave in that manner, to say, you know what, I could take a step back and say, yes, that person is right. Yes, put yourself behind that person. Yes, even though they have done this and done that, so what? So what? They're human beings just like you are. They make mistakes just like you do. I'm sure that you could find somewhere in your life where you have done somebody wrong, where you lied, you cheated, you stole something. Come on now. Don't get me preaching up here. We all know where we've been wrong. It don't take a GD to figure that out. Let's see. Let's see. Damn screw tube. Yeah, I hear you. For sure. Mushroom Manny. What's Mushroom Manny saying? What I miss? I took my glasses off and I lost it. Good to see you up here in New York. Mushroom Manny, I could see you. Blah, blah, blah. Yep. And then for sure, Mushroom Manny. And yeah, she got transformed because she was actually looking into the issues and higher ups put a stop to it. Yep. See how that rolls? And that is the truth. That right there is the truth. That right there is the truth. It may be StreamYard glitch. I don't know. But it's on. I see people hollering at you on different channels, brother. I don't know what it is, and I don't see you. It is what it is. Don't take it personal. If you're saying hi to me, don't let that stop you from saying hi. Just say, hey, YouTube's messing with Wolvy. Let's somebody you trust, tell somebody in there, say, hey, I'm waving a hand at Wolvy. You could tell me to go F off and I wouldn't know. MCC always gives away free trifolds on his Sunday night streams. Yeah, for sure. You had a drone flying, trying to find problems in the system that belongs to, and the system probably gonna take kindly to that. Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what. Hopefully, real soon, the restraints that's being put on, oh boy, MCC right now, when he unlocks the when he takes the key that he's going to get and unlocks that the subliminal bull crap that they're putting him through right now, and he's going to throw it back in their face. We're going to audit the crap out of everything in Oakland County. Trust me, when he gets done, we're going to bite that ass. They're stupid. They're stupid for messing with him in the way they did. They can't. I don't know, man. I say a prayer for him. But in the meantime, back at the ranch, it's all good. You can talk freely about it, Wolverine. Okay. Well, I'm just telling you that they got a restraint on him, on his leg, and he's got a court date coming up where they try to charge him with things. Okay. And that's why he hasn't been out. He didn't want me to talk about it before, but he said it's okay to talk now. And make sure that somebody pull a dope fiend move on me. And by the way, her name is Commander Gardner. Boy, that's way behind, ain't it? And by the way, her name is Commander Gardner. Boy, that's way behind, ain't it? Did something happen? That's weird. Shouldn't chat like go all the way back? Did something happen? That's over in Cup Watch. Did something happen? That's you. Yeah, they shut up. So they got that thing on his ankle and they perpetrated a false complaint, pushed it through, and a judge that so-called had him on probation for something that was dumb decided to violate him and say that and use that other charge where that lady pulled a knife on him and he smurfed her because she pulled a knife on him. It is what it is. He protected himself. 780.972 3 says if you feel like you're in imminent danger, you have the right to protect yourself with the amount of force that he used, which was appropriate for that situation. Heck, if he had a gun, he could have shot her. Anyway, my point is that when you come at somebody and threaten them and then come at them at it and they spray you, I mean, what do you expect? So they charged him with it. And now he's going to go forward and beat that because he's got it on video. He's got the exculpatory evidence that he needs. And now it's going to be evidence that's going to be used against them in the future for the false prosecution. So there's a lot to be said here. Okay. And people, they'll wake up when they see me and him out there auditing the crap out of these people. I got to clean these glasses. Under lock and key since June 14th. Yep. Now that you all know, that's what I've been keeping under wraps. He didn't want me to tell nobody. And then you got freaking, they did what they did to him. They violated a court. They violated a precedent in the state of Michigan, let alone anywhere else. I've never seen this before, where a judge that reconsidered a motion that he dismissed with prejudice. And get this, he asked for the evidential hearing himself. It wasn't the attorneys. That is when a judge asks for it and then puts a notice, you can't bring this back up. I have never seen this. And I've asked a couple attorneys and they said they don't know of any. But as you know, nothing surprises people no more because justice is being thrown out the window and people are morally bankrupt. Look, guys, I'm tired. I'm going to get off here. I appreciate everybody being here. God bless y'all. Be good to each other. And remember, support one another, guys. Literally support one another. Be good to each other. And last but not least, if you have beef with one another, if you're the one that drew first blood, make it up. Make up. You're the one that has the responsibility if you're the one that drew first blood in your beef. Tell you that right now. There's a lot of people that has come to me and apologized to me. That's why you're seeing wrenches go back up in different places. Like John Felix, Rogue, and different other people that you're seeing happen. That's because we put our differences aside and the initiative was taken care of. All in the name of transparency and accountability and support. We got to support one another, ladies and gentlemen. We have to. All right, man, I'm done talking. If you guys got any more comments, put it in the comment section on this long punk a video, and hopefully I've helped somebody. Hopefully you can get the courage to do what needs to be done, and always record the police. See you in the comment sections. I'm back quiet reading the mail for show.